Castle of Castle does, and I'm bringing you Subnautica action and lots of poop jokes. Hopefully, the poop jokes won't be too corny. So anyway, this was a really productive day, which means that like just ridiculous amounts of geometry when in full effect. Um, the uh, the giant poop uh, wasn't happy with how it looks, everything like that. But I decided at this point in time, it's a good idea to kind of just pass the poop and move on to other things. Um, I try on a smaller tower that's kind of like the one before, and now I'm kind of giving like options, and I want to end up talking to the art lead and kind of feeling things out, and everything's tainted with poop at this point. So anyway, kind of give some options and be able to move forward like that and kind of pick what we want to do. The thing is that I have a lot of these areas to work on. I actually have probably right now. I'm going to be responsible for some of the largest areas in the entire game. So there's already a lot to cover. So when we look at all of these things like the squid and the giant balanced boulder, and the tower, each of these areas, each of these themes could be something that's separate. And there's like four of them in this one area, and sure, we could probably come up with more, but maybe it's overkill. Maybe maybe hold the poop back a little. So anyway, these aren't really so much poop jokes, are they? More like a. I guess with these videos, it ends up kind of just being like a daily diarrhea. I mean diary. Anyway, okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Just because it looked that way doesn't mean it's gonna look that way when I'm done with it. Oh God. Okay, all right. Lots and lots and lots of geometry. Man, I'm gonna look at a terrain mesh at the end of this project, and one of my eyes is just gonna twitch. I'm like, oh God, you're gonna mold another rock. I don't know. I'm a bit of a trooper. I'll probably be like, yeah, more. I don't know. I think any sane person would probably. I don't know. I can't even relate with a sane person at this point. What am I supposed to do? My shoulder hurts. I'm using my mouse all the time. Okay. So the leaning thing like this, I see how the tower is a little bit linear, and it fits closer to what the original tower looked like, although it's missing a lot of the extra textures and things that it had little bit more polish in the previous version, the one that I got rid of. But it's in place right now, and I'm just going through literally all of this because it's a grand reef. It's a big reef, you know. You know why you didn't see the small reefs accepted sign out front? You want to know why? Because there isn't one. Anyway, uh wow, so much to explore. So the overhang is now getting all the attention. I'm focusing on this, and the overhang. I don't know, for some reason it reminds me of I can't remember the name of the area. There's this one city in Skyrim that had kind of like an overhang, and I can't remember the name of it. Why? I'm just totally drawing a blank. But it's like you can go into the city, and underneath it is just like big thing with water going underneath. Obviously, I can't have a lake under this lake, although that is possible. Um, we've learned. it wouldn't really make sense here. I don't know. Maybe buildings on top of a pretty interesting idea. Well, anyway, after going over everything and kind of like talking about it and a lot of talking, like so much stuff happens behind the scenes and not just because you just literally see me working. Like a lot of other stuff goes on when I'm talking about what to do next and kind of plotting or what I should be doing. And we end up having lots and lots of discussions like, well, if we do this here, then we can do that. And it ends up going back and forth. And there's just a lot of different possibilities. And stuff gets deleted. And at least you're getting to see the part where, like, we change directions on things. So it ends up changing directions. In a little bit, you'll get to see it ends up changing directions where we decide to get rid of the tower, get rid of the balanced rock, make the balanced rock a theme that fits that encompasses an entire different area. Because there's like five of these areas of this theme around the world, and then make the tower something that it's its own thing in a different spot. So like I end up like kind of fleshing this out as much as possible, and then I show it. I accidentally kind of look like a dude going, "Yeah." I kept looking at it like, "Can I do something with that?" It would end up looking. You wouldn't be able to see it from any other angle. So that just ends up being like a big part, like just figuring out what to do and fleshing it all out, like. Yeah, see, I'm just at this point, just going over all emotions and kind of getting everything in place. Or grinding for RSI, like I said before. Want to get the models in there, and man, this place is gonna look cool. I want to try and get all kinds of cool stuff going on in here. This ends up being like one of the longer videos that I've done in a while. Actually, this is probably one of the longer ones, which is good because the older videos were like an hour long, 30 minutes long, and I'm just sitting here talking. It's impossible. So at the base of the whole like overhang. So at this point, I'm getting rid of the tower because we had discussed it, and it's like, okay, get rid of the tower because he doesn't. He was like, the tower doesn't quite fit. I like the tower, but whatever. We could put another tower in a different spot that's just as even cooler. Take out the balanced rock and really get it right. Like have an area that it fits, and that's the theme of that area. So now I'm focusing all my energy now on the overhang coral, which now the overhanging coral is kind of like a dare I say it, sort of like a Quaggin from Guild Wars 2 hotel or city or something going on up here. Don't really know for it. You can't quote me on that because yeah, but it's like this really different kind of place, and I only just started getting to block it out at that point. But once I got those blocks in there, I was like, we set in motion a whole theme that makes this area feel really different from all the others. But it took like all of this, you saw it, right? All of this experimentation and getting everything like, try this, that didn't work, try this, that didn't work, okay, let's go with this. And who knows, maybe next week it'll be like, oh, take that out and put this in instead. Just keeps happening. Keeps happening. All right, thank you.